Badges are dead, long live badges. So, as the title of my presentation implies, I have 5 minutes to convince you that everything we're doing with badges, gamification, and learning is wrong, and the right way to use badges has been staring us in our face the entire time. So, there you go. It's too easy anyways, even with cell phone interruptions. I wanted more of a challenge, so I'm going to speak using a pastiche of a Shakespearean monologue. Yeah, and not just any monologue, the famous Mark Antony speech from Julius Caesar. If you don't know the speech, the next 4 minutes are going to feel like 4 hours. If you do know the speech, you'll remember it's spectacular in its heavy use of sarcasm, how it flips criticism, instead points out the positives. So, without further ado, and with an upfront apology to anyone with any acting ability whatsoever, which I don't have. Okay. Friends, Romans, countrymen, educators, academics, etc., lend me your ears. I've come to bury badges, not to praise them. The evil that gamification can do lives after its use. The good is often interred in the dead carcass of a website that's lost funding. So, let it be with badges. The noble Brutus and Ian Bogost and Mitch Resnick have told you that badges are simply gamification, and if it were so, it is a grievous fault, and grievously had badges answered it. For we all know that extrinsic motivation can supplant intrinsic motivation to learn, and that results in poor learning outcomes. And is that not how badges are used in gamification? Just like other extrinsic motivators, such as stickers, or the pizza party that everyone gets when they turn their homework in on time? So here, under the leave of the Brutuses and my fellow badge advocates, for they are all honorable people and who want to see badges used properly, come I to speak at badges' funeral and tell you that badges are evil when used as an extrinsic motivator, as simple gamification. Now, Mozilla, MacArthur, and other researchers say that badges should be credentials, and they are honorable and smart people who know of the trap of extrinsic motivation. They say that we just need to convince employers, educational organizations, higher education to accept badges as a credential. They say that we just need to improve our trust systems, establish a way that these organizations can implement badges and have them verified. And open badges may be a valid approach. But I must ask, when you earned a badge when playing a video game, did you do so for a credential? Did the badge you earned on your Xbox or PlayStation feel like an extrinsic motivator? When the game player was not motivated, it was badges that answered. Extrinsic motivation should be made of sterner stuff. Oh boy, that line didn't get any laughs. All right. Yet MacArthur, Mozilla, and academics say that badges should be credentials, and they are honorable, smart people. I speak not to disapprove of what the Brutuses spoke of, nor those who say that badges should be credentials, but here I am to speak what I do know. We all did love the concept of digital badges once, at least some of us. What if we could regain that? What if we could use badges to teach all, the patricians and the plebeians, how to build assessments? We know of the importance of assessment. It allows the creation of formative and summative feedback authentically, sometimes even stealthily. Is Val shoot here? No? Okay. But yet we continue to create poor assessments. And when some do create an excellent assessment, others will struggle to use the data from it properly. How do we strengthen the assessment skills of both the learner and teacher, both in formal and informal learning, using assessment for learning and of learning? We do it by teaching how to create and use assessments, maybe for credentials, maybe as a motivator, but we teach how to build and understand badges. For what is a skill that we all continue to use throughout our lives, but the completion, interpretation, and generation of assessments? And we can do that with badges. O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. I say that badges as a credential is dead, that the badge as an extrinsic motivator in learning settings, its time never came. Instead, Let us all think of badges as a way to teach assessment to all. Badges are dead. Long live badges.